Welcome, guys. My name is Oluwatosin Folagbade, and this is another episode of the Growth Story podcast. Today, we have an amazing guest in our midst. I'll tell you a quick story. About some time ago, I made a post on Facebook, right, where I said I spent a whole good 10 years in my academic journey. And today, that journey is a wrap, right? And I am not doing anything related to my course of study. And so a gentleman made a comment on that post. And when he made that comment, I said, no, we have to bring this man on the show. And today I'm excited because we have him on the show and we will be diving into real conversations that is going to inspire you and you actually get your answer, right? If you're facing one challenge or the other in your academic journey, I'm sure that you're going to get an answer today. So please put your hands together as I make welcome, or as we make welcome our guest. First of all, Joesph Akpan.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you. It's my
welcome.
pleasure to be here.
I am
Thank you so
excited
much.
to have you here.
I'm
Thank
excited.
you.
Thank you.
So, you call yourself Interior Joe.
Yeah.
Is it a name that you actually gave yourself, or because it's what you're doing
Okay.
as
The
an
name,
interior decorator?
yeah, it's actually because of what I do as an interior
Okay.
decorator. So the name came as an inspiration. I was actually looking for a name for my brand. My brand name is Most Excellent Interiors because
Most
of the
excellent
interiors
interiors.
and
Oh,
because
wow.
of the excellence I bring in my job. So my name is Joseph. And then so I call myself Interior Joe. So there's a lot of Joe Interior. So I didn't want Joe Interior. Just wanted something special
And
and unique.
different,
So
right?
I call myself Interior Joe. So
So, how long have you been into the interior decoration?
um I've not been in the industry for so long.
Okay.
I've just been there for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
But as we proceed, you'll find out that the 3 years has really been 3 years.
So it's already giving like boss. And I'm actually liking that vibe. I see a lot of things that you post on Facebook, and I want to say that keep going. I admire your work. Well done. And so when I want to do something in my house, when I eventually build my own house, and then
Yeah.
I don't like, please, I want to bring or give this contract to Interior Joe.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go quickly into the comment on the post.
Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
you dropped out of the university.
Yes.
Why did you drop out?
Okay.
Or let's start with what year did you gain admission?
Okay. 2019. Yes.
2019.
Yes, 2019.
And so you dropped out when?
2020. 211.
Why?
Okay.
That was during the COVID.
Yeah, that was in the COVID.
Why did you drop out?
Okay. I dropped out because I didn't see a vision there.
In the university. What was
Yes.
the course of study?
Geophysics. It was computer science, but they gave me geophysics, so I went on after year
You
one.
like calculations.
I love calculations. It's part of my industry, of
So why
course.
did you now?
Like I said, I didn't see a vision.
Okay, and so you didn't want to go into
I didn't
another
want to
course of
go into
study.
another course. I've always been someone that I don't like following the crowd.
Oh, okay.
So I love doing things uniquely for myself. And then since we're in a generation where there are a lot of persons that want to go to the university, of which I encourage that. In fact, 95% of my contemporaries, say people, my friends, colleagues, everyone, they are graduates, they are in the university, they are making out.
When I did not get admission, I thought that the whole world was against. I was even thinking that my village people were against me, honestly. So let's continue. So
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start from my secondary school.
okay.
Okay, when I finished secondary school, 2016, what I wanted to do was fashion design.
And it should
So,
have suited
yeah,
you better.
yeah, right?
You have a good sense of
So what
fashion.
I wanted to do was fashion design. And when I know how to sew, I know how to cut.
You made this?
No, I didn't make this. Just I don't have the time to make all this.
Oh, okay.
So, and then 2017, I wrote jam. I got into school. My parents pressured me. You have to go to school. You have to go to school. I said, okay. What I wanted to do was fashion design. Establish myself, grow big, follow. I had someone I was following them, Unique Casual. Yeah, so follow them, build my career and all that.
You've always loved business.
Yeah. I've always loved business because of my late godmother. So she taught me the way of business. I served in 2020 during the lockdown. And then I got to find out that business is good. Business, wow, this is amazing. I've never loved business. I love 9 to 5. So I wake up,
9 to 5.
yes. I always love 9 to 5. That was always
Yes,
what I
suits.
like. Yes, wear suit. I love bankers. Wow, this is
Wow.
amazing. But when during the COVID, the 2020, which was my best year of my life. Yes, so I had a lot of time to spend time with God, fellowship with the brethren, seek the face of God for what I want to do next in my life. Um, so when I said, I got to realize that business is good, just need to learn a few things and all that. I said, okay, that's nice. So 2020 during the lockdown, I told myself I don't want to go to school again. So
You got tired.
I got tired. My colleagues in school, they will call me. I told them, guys, I don't want to lose you. It's not what I want to do. Yes, physics. I had my lot of my colleagues, putting pressure on me. You can try one more time. So that 200 level, I tried first year and it didn't work out. My year one,
Yeah.
I had 11 carryovers in my year one. So
What did you not serious
I had
about?
11 carryovers. I had now the reason why I had that was because during my secondary school level, like I said, my mindset was once I'm done with my secondary school,
Going
I
to
want to
fashion.
I'm going to fashion. So whatever I'm doing here is temporary. I'm not planning on furthering anything. So whatever I'm doing here is temporary. So I skip a lot of classes, I skip a lot of courses and all that. So I just knew that okay, when I'm done, I'm going for my fashion school. I'm establishing myself in business and all that. So my parent mounted pressure, you have to go to school. This person is an engineer, this person is this and that and that. I said, okay, let me give it a try and see how it goes. If it's something that my spirit loves, okay, it's fine.
Go ahead with it.
So and then and it didn't work out for me. But I went into fashion, tried fashion a few years, I think about 2 to 3 years, and it didn't suit well because I didn't have the
You didn't like
finances.
it, so
Yeah, I love it. I love fashion. I love fashion, but because of what um um because of the financial constraint as at then,
okay.
and then I couldn't forward and all. There's something I wanted to do. I wanted to make it excellent. I didn't just want to, do. But my people say, okay, come to what, come and learn. I said, no, I don't want to learn in what. I want to go to somewhere top notch.
You are a perseverant.
Yeah, I'm from a Kwaibo. My mom is a Kosovo.
Oh, so you're in
Yes.
Akpan.
Ekit, look at me.
Okay.
Yes, so my mom is from Odupani.
Oh.
Yes.
So you grew up here.
Yeah, I grew up here. All my life, I grew up, spent my life here. I only travel home, I think, 4 times my entire life.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, so along the line, the fashion, I didn't have the finances to pull through my fashion design and all that.
Yeah.
So 2020, 2021, 2022, I started seeking the face of the Lord. And that was when I left my former church to where God instructed me to be. And then that one today was also contention while leaving the former church, contention from my parents. So 2020, I had to leave my parents to just go squat with a friend because I didn't want the whole pressure.
What was your parents' reaction when you left school?
Okay, my parent reaction, my God. My parent reaction when I left school, my God.
Because I can't imagine telling my father at the time that my dad was like, I was going to disown you because I tried different school. I tried College of EdTech. I've gone to nursing school.
Wow.
At a point at the College of EdTech, where I was at my 200 level, it was during the COVID. I told my dad was like, I just want you to be there temporarily because I don't want you to sit in the house not doing anything because everybody knew I'd gone to nursing school.
Yeah.
And it would be a thing of shame that I'm coming back home and come to tell them that I failed. I was needed in the nursing school and I had to start, you have to start all over again. And so when I came back home, people began to ask questions. Are you not in school? I said, I'm in school. What level? I said, my course is 5 years.
Yeah.
And I was not in school. I've already been reading. So they just want me to leave the house at that time and then just go somewhere. And so he wanted me to go there. And when I told him that, he said, I just want to be there temporary. I said, no. Allow me finish from this place. Let me have even a degree or just a certificate. Let me just know that I finished school somewhere. It was like, no, I will not allow you because my older sisters, two of my older sisters, they went to college of education, the both of them. And so my dad was like, no, I don't want you to also do a 3 year course. But me, I just wanted, I feel like this is already like a pattern or a thing that we are just repeating.
Yeah.
And so I said, I just want to finish. I was already getting tired and the whole thing. He said, if you will not obey me, I'm going to disown you. I said, I disown you too. Hungry won't finish me. He said, no problem. First month, they did not send me feeding allowance. Second month, no feeding allowance.
Wow,
It's not
wow,
easy.
wow,
So how
wow.
did your parents take it?
Wow. When I dropped out, when I told my dad I was no longer going, so he said, "How about all the money you asked me?" I said, "I'll pay you." Yeah, I said I was going to pay you. He said, "You're going to pay me like this? Look at you, you're broke. You're this." My dad said all kinds of things I can't even say. My dad said, in fact, it took the mercies of God for me to relate with him again.
Oh,
Seriously,
wow.
my dad said all kinds of things. He tried his best, and I thank God for him. So he wanted me, he had one uncle. Now I got to realize that my dad was pushing us out of pain. He had one cousin like that who works in another company that, during when he was young, the guy refused to send him to school and all that. So my dad wanted us to become, make money and all that
He wants
and
to
all that.
show with you.
Do you get, you want to show up with us and all that and all that. So and because of my dealings with God, I'm not I'm not a showbiz. I just prefer just in fact it took me a while for me to make that comment in your post.
Wow.
It took me a while. I will see the post. The thing will come back again. I said no. So I don't really like the spotlight. I don't like the spotlight. I just want to be behind the scene, doing my stuffs and all that. So my dad, all kinds of things. My mom, yeah, pressure, the whole pressure. So one of those days, what actually made my mom calm down a bit was she invited me to a church, to they said some prophecy about my elder brother and all that and all that. So my mom, as a mother, so she invited me to. She knows I don't go to places anyhow. So she invited me to the church, and all that. So when I got to the church, already there was already a pressure on my life, on my spiritual life, that you go to church so too much, you go to church too much, you do about the whole church thing and all that.
Oh,
So when my mom invited me to come for
program.
the program, at first I said I wasn't going to go. So the Holy Spirit told me to go. So when I got there, the man of God, the prophet in charge, started speaking, and then he welcomed me and started saying some certain things about my life and all that and all that and all that. That God has called me into this and that and that and that and that. I said, okay, I'm aware. And then that my mom, the part that really sweet me the most was that my mom should leave me alone. That was how I escaped. I
You
escaped
have been
the
so
pressure.
happy.
Do you get? And then I thought that was it. And then my mom and dad started having issues because my mom now finally, the prophet has revealed my destiny to her.
Yeah.
So she has a glimpse of it. So it was like Joseph and Mary. Mary, the Holy Spirit has spoken to, an angel has spoken to Mary.
Yeah.
Mary is trying to conceive a child, and Joseph is just saying, "Oh, yeah, pack your things and leave." So we now came back home, my dad, when he started ranting on me, my mom would say, please, if you leave that boy. My dad said, "Oh, you're now
You're
with
not
him. Oh,
supporting
you're now
him.
supporting him. Oh, this and that." And I mean, when my mom has seen a glimpse of what my life is going to become. So, and then my father put pressure and all that. And as at the time when God told me not to leave Calabar, there were jobs opening in Lagos, Abuja. My dad would pressure me, okay, even you don't want to go to school, yeah, go and work. I said, I don't want to work. He said, what kind of life are you living like this? You don't want to work, you don't want to go to school. I said, when I have what to do, I'm going to do it. And you people don't
So what
bother
about
me.
the fashion?
No, the fashion also, they didn't want me to do the fashion.
Oh, okay.
Now, reasons being that my mom is a seamstress.
Oh,
So based on how far my mom has gone. So my dad believed that okay, my mom has not gone so far in this thing. So what is it in this thing? Go and work in
yeah.
another company, make money and all that. So it was a lot of pressure. My dad, every single day, pressure. I had to leave the house. Went squatted with my friend for days, for months, up to I think about 2 years. My mom would call me, "Are you not coming back to the house to eat?" I said, "Mom, don't worry, I'm fine." So it was a season where I was on a fast, a long fast, very long fast. And then God started speaking to me about several things. And when I'm on fast, I distance myself from a lot of people and a lot of things because I don't want distractions. And then God started speaking to me about a lot of things. Then I came to realize that we were not designed to do many things.
Mm.
We're not designed to try many things. We're designed to have precision.
I think before you arrive at that particular one thing,
Okay.
you have to, well,
Yeah.
not for
Yeah.
everyone. Some persons have to go through a lot of things
Okay.
just to discover.
Just to discover.
Yes. And so
Yes.
some persons will say it's better that you try so many
So
things
many things
and
and see what works for
see
you.
what works for you, right?
Yes.
So it wasn't like that for you.
No, it wasn't like that for me. Although I tried fashion,
Okay.
fashion works for me. It's just because of the pressure that came. I didn't have the stamina enough to learn through the process.
Or would you say because you love fashion?
Yeah, I love fashion.
You love dressing.
Yeah, I love dressing.
You love to look good.
So even when I'm working with my colleagues, I have what I want, so I'll buy materials and call, ask, please, you guys should help me. You say, but you know how to do this thing. I say, man, I don't really get that time. You should help me and, do this thing for me. So I love to dress. I love dressing good, and all that. So okay, are we going to get to the turnaround?
Yes, we are going to get
We're
into
going to
that.
get into
But
that.
I think all mothers are kind of alike, right? Because let's talk about my mom a bit.
Okay.
There was that particular time when I was going through all that academic journey. My mom would take me from one mountain to the other.
Oh.
And I really loved it at that time. Well, let's not say I love the challenges I was going through or passing through at that time, but I love the fact that she had to show me that the only way you can actually come out from all of this is by communicating to God, right? And I think all mothers are kind of alike, right? So after that scenario for you, after that phase of your life, so you thought of doing something different and then you went into interior decoration, or how did you go into interior decoration?
Okay, first of all, 2020,
Yes.
like I said, my life has been ordered by God, has always been ordered by God. His mercy is what speaks over my life. So interior decoration was not what I wanted to do.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. I never even knew there was anything like interior decorator existing. I never knew. 2020, after my godmother, the one who taught me a little bit about business when she died, so the son at the son, he just came to one of our office one of the days and said, okay, wouldn't you like to go and do wallpaper? I said, I don't know how to do. He said, I just come and just get the job. I'll teach you how to price. Then you pay someone a percentage to go and do it. While the person is doing it, you learn in the process. I said, okay, it's a good idea. So I went on, I discussed with the customer. The customer agreed, paid a certain amount of money. I said, wow. So I paid one of my colleague, a percentage for him to come and help me do the job while I watched what he was doing. And I noticed
It's not hard.
it's not hard. And then I'm not the one doing the job, but I made more money than the person doing the job. I said, wow,
Businessman.
this is interesting. This is interesting. I said, wow, this is interesting. So, but one of the things the mother told me before she died was that no matter what happens, you see my son, don't work for him on salary. So the mom told me that I didn't really understand and then after 2020, 2021, the pressure was so high. They offered me, I think about 25,000 as at 2021, 25,000 to work there. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't have money. Even the wallpaper job comes once in a while.
Surviving.
So I was just surviving on, I was in the wilderness. So we were surviving on locusts and honey. The Lord give you understanding.
I see.
So we're just surviving on locusts and honey, and my main focus was that once I have something to eat and I have the time to pray, I'm contented as at that season of my life until God brings an idea or something. So I always believe that there's a wisdom that God can give me that is going to elevate my life. So that's 2021. So I noticed, okay, I can get the job, pay someone to do it. So I started being a little bit consistent along the line. The first wallpaper now past 2022. Then I was now praying to God, what am I going to do next? 2022, 2023. It was in 2023 that
all those seasons you were not in your parents' house.
No, I wasn't in my
At
parents'
what
house.
age did you leave your parents'
I
house?
left when I was 23.
Oh wow.
When I was 23, so I left. So I just come in to visit them, spend a few days with them, then disappear again. So they didn't even know where I was. I just told them I'm still in Calabar. If you want me, call me, I'll come. So I was cutting with a friend of mine in a single room then. So, and all that. So 2022.
And your friend was nice.
Yeah. One of my spiritual brothers. He was a cool guy. No, we don't have issues. So, we guys don't have issues.
Oh, no.
And then we were three of us in that single room.
Wow.
And trust me, the single room was about 6 feet by 5 feet, very small.
Wow.
In fact, we had to
You already give a
sleep.
measurement of I'm very good.
So it was quite
Yeah.
very small. So we managed ourselves to be there in the morning. He was actually doing laundry, so in the morning I'll follow him to his shop, help him do a little laundry. So he want to pay me. I said, no, you don't have to pay me. Just buy something for us to eat. Don't worry, me, I'm good. I'll just help you out. Iron. Do a little laundry there, here and there. We go back home. After then, we go to church in the evening and all that. So by 2023, I was on a fast. Seeking the face of God for the next phase of my life. And then there was already an instruction, don't leave Calabar for any reason. And then I had one of my dad's friend who offered me an opportunity to come and teach in the school at Akpaboyo. So I said, it's a good offer. They're going to pay me a salary. I said that then they want to pay me salary. I think was it 10 or 15,000 thereabouts. Then there is an accommodation for me. There is speedy where I was going to stay in the man's house. And I said, no, God told me not to leave Calabar. And I know, yes, currently nothing is working now, but I'd rather stay in the wilderness and hear God than to be in the palace. Then I'm
And I think
lost.
this is a phase where so many young persons don't want to stay. You see
Yes,
that wilderness
yes, that
experience.
wilderness experience, they don't want
No,
to
they
stay.
don't want to stay
And
at all.
and one of the things that helped me in that wilderness experience was that I distanced myself away from a lot of persons. Anyone that want to bring pressure to my life, asking me, why is your life like this? What are you? No,
No,
I'll
you can
distance
block.
myself. I'll just distance myself because I knew when God is done with my life, the glory,
Yeah.
everyone wants to
We'll
share
see.
with me. So a lot of persons, even the people I thought, okay, that had money, that when okay, they are going to help me and all that, nothing.
Oh, wow.
So I told my dad, that was another phase. I told my dad, I won't be able to do that. He said, why won't you be able to do that? Leave my house. If you're not going to do that, leave my house. My peace of mind. So
Yes.
I left. So I went, started with my friend that season. And then 2023, my birthday, I remember I was having my birthday 2023. I think what I did for them my birthday was that there was one of my friend. We went out together, and then we sat down. We were gisting, and what we ate was Fanta. We drank one rubber of Fanta and one meat pie, so we shared it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we shared one meat pie and one rubber of Fanta. This was 2023, and then I was sharing with her how that there's something God has told me to do, but I don't really know how to go about it. But I'm trusting God for wisdom to go about it. And then one of the things the Holy Ghost told me was that begin to leverage. That was what I heard in my spirit. Begin to leverage. I said, okay, leverage on what? So I said, begin to leverage in your industry, in your business. I said, okay. I started with wallpaper at first. But I started with painting. I started doing house painting. That one, we learned how to do house painting when we were painting our house. Every December, we'll paint our house and all that. So I started with house painting. Then I got into wallpaper. And then my boss just came one day and said, this cotton business, don't you think it's a good idea? Try it now. Just try learn what it takes for the installation and all that. So I said, okay, this is a nice idea. So I got into cottons. I started doing cottons, we
What's
go for
cottons?
cotton like cottons.
The one
Door
you put in
blinds.
your
Yeah,
house.
door
Oh, okay.
blinds. Yeah, door blinds. So we go for installation. I'll come back with 10,000. This was like
You
2023.
can help then.
I come back with 10,000. I won't job 10,000. Are you serious? So I said, this is interesting. Oh, wow, this is interesting. And then God so do it. My life I was learning on the job and making money on the job. So I didn't have a season of learn, 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 then start making money.
And your boss was not
No,
angry
no, no,
about
no,
it.
no, he was not. He would just tell me, okay, come. He would teach me what to do. After the job, we used to charge 2,000 for an installation. After the job, he will say, for teaching you, I will pay you 1,000 for each
Oh, wow.
window. So,
Students.
so he will pay me. So he will pay me. So we'll calculate how many windows. 10 windows. So that's 1,000 naira. So, and then now I train people. You will just send me go to a client's house. So I train people and also to learn how to do installation. So I said, wow, this is interesting. So we started getting along, getting along, getting along, getting along. And then from there, after the cotton business, one time a client called me and said, I heard you're into interior decor. I said, okay, I do something like that. I didn't even know. I said, okay, I did something like that. He said, okay, I want to do a TV console. I don't know if you can handle it. I wanted to say no at first. And I remember there's one of my senior brother that used to say, when somebody once tells you, do you know this thing?
When
Say
you're
yes,
preaching as an Igbo
and
man.
then figure out how you can do it.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, of course I can take care of it. So okay, come to my house. So I went. They said, okay, I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know that they take measurement and all that. I didn't know. So I now said, okay, how do I? So I spoke with my boss. How do I go about this? He said, well, that he has done and do to be also before, but I should call a carpenter to go with me. I said, I said, right? He said, yes, okay. So I called the carpenter, went to meet, took the measurement. So we make a cost. And I find out that the percentage I'm taking, because the carpenter told me how much he was going to charge. I
Yeah.
was like, in my mind, I'm like, that's too small. Oh. But I'm going to pay you. I'll pay you. It's okay. I'll pay you. So I'll take a percentage. I'm not doing the job, but I'm making more money than the person that's even doing the
That's
job.
the job.
Okay, I think I need to learn this. So I so that was when I now started going online, making research. Okay, who's an interior decorator and a designer? Interior decorator and a designer are two different things.
Okay.
Okay, who's an interior decorator and who's a designer? And I started studying, doing study. Now, I've done a lot of mistakes in people's jobs. Clients will come, report me to my boss. My boss will call me, boy, come. This customer, they won't bring police, go and arrest you. So that was when I started learning how to do TV console, floor tiles, and so on. So one of those days, I've always been afraid of. I don't want to spoil someone's job. I don't know how to do
Yeah.
this thing. I have to go and learn how to do it before I
For you
can start
to go
getting
back.
jobs. So one of the days, the Holy Spirit told me, you don't need to know to perfection, and that the only place perfection is needed is your work with God.
Yeah.
So when God was speaking to Abraham, he said, "Walk down before me and be thou perfect." There is no craftsman that is perfect.
Yeah.
Even the China people we had. Sometime like that, I went to an estate and then I was looking at their interior aesthetics. Wow, this is amazing. So this we just pointed me to something. He said, there's a mistake here, there's a mistake here, there's a mistake here, there's a mistake here. And it's only an artisan and an interior decorator that can spot that.
Spot that.
But a normal person can come and say, wow, this is amazing, this is beautiful. But I could spot some certain mistakes. And then these people were imported from Lagos to come and do this. I said, this is a mistake, this is a mistake, this is a mistake. And so the other thing now told me, this is why I wanted to spot that so that you can know that you need excellence for the job, not perfection. Because I always wanted to, this is, I'm not doing it perfect. I'm always disturbed. Is the client
I
okay?
think one of the things that can actually limit a man is fear.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
fear. Fear will
Yeah.
actually limit you, and you will feel like you are not capable enough to
Capable
do that
enough
stuff.
to do that.
And then when you now do it, you will now see that you actually have what it takes
What
to do
it
the
takes
job.
to do the job.
You are just scared not to.
Not to.
Right.
So,
So let's talk about your education. Do you still want to go back to school?
yes,
Or would you still want
I
to
still want to go back to school, but not the informal school.
Okay.
Not the contemporary University of Calabar, University of Lagos, no. Especially University of Calabar. This will traumatize my life. God, no, I can never want to go back there again. Never. Never. I can never want to go back again. But I'm going to go back to school. I'm intending on going back to school. In fact, this year, by November, I'm going back to learn more about my craft.
Okay.
Because my industry is broad.
Yes, it is.
It's broad. So there is an ICT aspect of it, and there's an artisan aspect of it. There is a management aspect of it. So I'm intending to be all around. I know that there is a saying, like I always say, I like beating the status quotes. I know there's a saying that the people say, how do you say it? Jack of all trades,
Okay,
master of none. So me, I'm jack of all trades, excellent in all.
Master of all.
I'm not master of all, but I'm excellent in all.
Wow. Okay.
Do you get? So I want to hit the ICT aspect of it, working for companies, the artisan aspect of it, the management aspect of it.
Okay.
Do you get? So it's broad. So I'm intending on going back to school.
So you never regretted leaving school?
No, never, not for once.
You never sat down one day?
I've never sat down one day and say, there is absolutely, in fact, one of my colleagues was calling me that they want to have a reunion, my university classmate, and that they would love me to be around. I said, I didn't get it with you guys. He said, yeah, you've been there with us now, year 1, year 2. Why are they doing that? Because they have seen that, okay, this guy is good in his industry.
Wow.
I'm not intimidated by them. They are not intimidated by me. I'm good at what I do, and I love what I do.
So, what
I've,
advice are you going to give somebody who is at the verge of giving up?
okay,
Maybe things are not working. Let's say 100 level, 200 level, or
yeah,
300 level. Things are not working, right? No finance, no support,
yeah.
nothing. Or maybe this person just discovered that there is no how this school is not for me,
Yeah.
right? So, what advice would you give to that person? Would you say that the person should leave school or stay and just push it and just finish? Or what exactly would you say to that person?
Okay, number one thing I'm going to say is know a purpose of a thing.
Mm,
Because if a purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So know a purpose of a thing. Why do you want to go to the school? Is it because of the society? Do you want to go to school so you can impact the society? There were some certain things I checked in my life. I said, okay, why do I really want to go to this school?
yeah.
Is it because I want to become an engineer so that my mom can be called, oh, my son is an engineer, he
Yes,
graduates in this
we've
and that?
actually seen people who went to school get the certificate and then go give it to their
Give it to
parents
their
and then go
parents.
start their own life afresh again,
Yes.
right?
Yes. So if you look at the fact that, okay, you want to please your parents, and then currently they are the one fending for you, it's fine. Go through it. But if you're going to leave the school, you must prove to them that you can make it. And then currently now, my parents don't talk about school.
You're already making money.
They don't.
I need to come and befriend you.
They,
As a friend.
they don't.
Okay.
My parents don't. In fact, all the people that were putting pressure on
You
me
at that time.
as at that time, they don't now.
Wow.
I went to see one of my church mother, and then when she saw me, Joesph, this
This
is you.
is
She has not seen me in a very long time. Is this you? Ah,
you
wow,
look good.
you're amazing. You look good. So it was the daughter's birthday, so I came. I bought a few gifts for the daughter.
So good. Oh wow.
So I know because of our culture, we believe that when once you have the degree
Yeah.
in this, we believe that okay, you should have some level of financial freedom. Now, why do we go to the school? It's for financial freedom. So if there's any other means that is legal that you can use to have that financial freedom, impact people's life, financial freedom, and then live a comfortable life, you're good to go. Whether you're going to achieve it with a degree or you're going to achieve it with a skill set, whatever it is, you're good to go.
I feel like parents should learn to have heart-to-heart conversation with their
Yes,
children.
that's what they don't have.
If you have a child who is done with school 14, 15, 16, right, at their teenage, and they are preparing to go into, because I think most especially our parents are more excited to want to see that. I know it's of a good
Yes,
intention,
it's
right?
it's a
It's
good
from a good
intention.
intention
Yes.
they're actually doing that.
Mm.
But I think you should sit with your child and ask your child, what do you want to do? Because I remember me when I was I love fashion a lot, right? So as a child then in primary school, I was telling my parents that there was this I attended the army school. My father is a soldier, still in
Wow.
service,
I have to be very careful around you.
has less than 1 or 2 years like that, less than 2 years to
Yeah.
finish in the job, right? And so as at that time, my mom is the business woman. You'll be hearing Haraha, Happy Bashi, Happy Sata. She does a whole lot of business. And so I hawk for her. I sell some snacks, fish roll, donuts, egg roll, all of it, oh, okra, yam. In short, I'm the one always carrying the whole load on my head. And my older sister, she one time my older sister ate just only one fish roll and then brought the remaining one. Fish roll there was 20 naira.
Yeah.
So she had just one out of 2,000 naira. This thing. I came with just 20 naira and gave it to my mom. I said, this is the only thing she sold. She's funny. She said, yes. Olu, you hate this fish roll.
As you said.
Sorry. Right? Because she's not the business, she's not the person who loves to, she's a shy person. Right? But myself and my younger brother, my younger brother even does so much more than me. Like, it was going to carry, even when my mom stopped that business, my brother still continued the business, right? As at that time. And so, when I was in primary school, whenever my father comes back from work and see me walking, or he sees something on my head, that I'm selling. Oh Jesus, it's going to be like hell just broke loose at that. What are you doing? This and that, and will you go and drop that thing? Will you go and do this? Will you go and do that? As at that time, right? And so my mom is the business person. You can't stop her from doing the whole
Yeah.
business. And so there was a time when I wanted to contest for Miss Naoa in the school. And my mom said she was not going to continue. She didn't want me to continue again with the whole thing. So just wanted me to just stop as at we had just less than a week for the contest. And if you win at that time, you're not going to pay school fees for that first term, second term, and third term. You get free food all through that time. You will not pay for school fee,
Yeah.
textbook, and opportunity. Even though they see myself, they chop free food. Right? And so I went to meet of blessed memory, Mrs. Alta. I spoke to her and she followed me to the house. She met with my mom and said, okay, this is it. If this child does not win, she will use the clothes for Christmas, New Year, and Easter. The clothes that they are going to get from because we are going to have a dance wear, a suit, a cultural wear. It's more like 4 clothes, then 3 to 4 clothes then. And so finally she agreed and she bought for me all of those wares I was going to need for the contest. And so I won. But something happened when they were asking us, what do you want to be in future? My father will always want us to wake up every midnight at 3 a.m. That's when we can sleep. 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. you are awake. If you sleep all through that time, you will continue reading after 3 p.m. 3 a.m. and continue reading. If you sleep, we'll come and pour you water. Wake up. Start writing an essay on what you want to become in future. I want to be a medical doctor in future. It was in the medical line as a medical professional as a soldier, right? And so he wanted all of his children to be also in the medical line because I think the mentality then was that if you're a doctor, right, that's the only profession that is scaling at that time. You can never be poor if you're a doctor, but if you're a teacher, they already see that you don't have a future as a teacher, right? So it has to be medical, and medical line. And so all of us wants to be a doctor. But when they asked me, what do you want to be in future? I said, I want to be an accountant in future, right? And so after that whole thing, I ended up being a physiology student because that was my father wanted me to be a medical person and went to nursing school. It didn't work out. I've been going from one school to another, and I finally realized at the age of 25 that I've actually lived my life based on my parents' opinion. I never had a chance to choose for myself that this is what I want for myself or this is who I want to become for myself. But my younger sister wasn't like that. As at the time when my father said you're going to go into science department in secondary school, she said, I don't want to do science. My head cannot carry math. My father was like, you will do it. Your older ones did it. My younger brother is a medicine student. Myself graduated from physiology, right? And my younger sister said, I'm not going to do it though. I cannot do maths. I don't know maths. There was a bit argument, right? And she said, okay, she has agreed. Guess what this girl did? She went to school, told my father that he said he was not going to pay her fees then. I thought, if you do anyhow, it's soldier people. He said he was not going to pay her fees then. And when she said, okay, she has changed to science department, guess what? My younger sister graduated in the art department. When she told my dad that she has gone back to science department, she was in art department all through SS1, SS2, SS3. Until when she graduated, they found out that she was in art department.
Hey.
She said, I want to be a theater art student. And my dad was like, no, you are going to be a I think parents should sit down. You don't have to force your opinion on your children. Allow them choose what they want to be in future, right? And I think when children have the opportunity to um, discover themselves early, right, is of good. You don't have to start struggling with identity crises and so many of all these things that many young persons are struggling. You see so many persons still trying to find purpose, right? Still trying to figure out what they love to do, what they want to be in future. And you realize that it takes a whole lot of time. And when things are not working, it now looks like God has forsaken you or like village people is following you or something. So I think most parents are cause is or are part of the cause of identity crisis. I don't know, but maybe I think only if you allow your children, right, sit down with you and talk to you heart to heart, right? So one more question and then you're going to wrap it off for today. Um for people that are yet to discover themselves,
Okay.
right? What would you say to them? Because you've mentioned that staying with God, yes,
Yeah.
staying with God is one important thing, right? So you were able to discover yourself without so much um, juggling around,
Just around.
right? So would you say that it is that easy for everybody?
No, it's not that easy for
It's
us.
not that easy for everybody. So what would you say to those people that are still trying to discover themselves after staying with God, right?
Okay.
Do we
I
have
would.
to go into various things or
Okay.
just have to sit and just hear God for yourself first?
Yes, you see, I understand that in the generation that we are, there is hastiness. People are hasty. So people want to do many things.
Yeah.
If I give you my um my financial statement, you won't believe I've been in the industry for 3 years.
Wow.
That's because I believe if God shows you mercy, you will outrun the chariots of hell. You will become the spotlight will so much be on you that people cannot tell.
Yeah.
Someone was introducing me for a job somewhere, and I said, "This my brother is so good. He has 10 years experience in the industry." When
And
I
look
heard,
at it.
when I heard,
You're
when,
tempted.
when I heard that, I said, "Bro, come, calm down." He
It's
said,
not
he said,
respect.
"My brother has been in the industry for 10 years, sir. He's a good person for this job." He said, I said, "Bro, me and you know how we've been suffer. I started to do this in 2023, bro." He said, "No, now at least you're excellent. You're good in what you do." So I would say, why you're still trying
Take
to
your phone,
discover,
George.
sorry, why you're still trying to discover what you want to do in life, ensure that you talk to God. I tell you, one wisdom, one wisdom can bring you. There are times where I get a job
Yeah.
of about maybe, let's say 1.5 million with a profit margin of 500,000. Even Relax they don't give you that.
I need to follow you home.
Even Relax they don't give you that.
Okay.
And then you even find out at the end of the day, I'm not handling the job personally. I'll delegate the job to different artisans to take care of the job. So this cannot be you sitting down to think. See, I have studied about great men, the likes of Steve Jobs, the likes of Bill Gates, the likes of Elon Musk. These people have altars. In
Yeah.
fact, Steve Jobs, I read a book about Steve Jobs, and then in one line of the book, immediately I saw that line because I've been wondering what is it about these people. I saw a line, and then the Holy Spirit began to talk about me about that line, and then I stopped reading the book. He said that Steve Jobs, in his journey of doing many things, he took sorry, not the Bible. The book tells
Yeah.
that he took a spiritual journey into India, and then he returned back and invented apples. So if you want to be spectacular in your generation, there has to be something you're serving,
Something is backing you
something
up.
that is backing you up. There is a wisdom that God can give you that is beyond you thinking. You just know that this one
It's from God.
is from God, is not my wisdom. So I would advise, in as much as you're trying to learn the fashion design, you're trying to, learn the crafts,
Go to
learn the skill,
school.
go to school, ensure
You have a walk with God.
you have a work with God. That is the most important thing. Ensure you have a work. You don't like what you're doing now, don't worry. But ensure you have a work with God. Talk to God. Find a good Bible believing church. Serve.
I think the role of mentorship too is very important.
The role of mentorship too is very important. Very, very important. Mentorship has helped my life. In my industry, I think among my contemporaries, I think I'm the least experienced. I have people I'm working with 25 years experience, 15 years experience, 10 years experience. I think the least person amongst us has 6 years experience. I'm the least among. But when you see us talking about our craft,
Yeah.
You think I've been in the industry
A very long
for a very long time, but it's just the wisdom of God. So in whatever you're doing, number one, also always pray for wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what wisdom does? The Bible speaking in Proverbs say wisdom makes things easy. So if the iron be blunt, you have to put too much effort. That means if your vision is blunt, you have to put too much effort to do many things
To get clarity.
to get clarity.
And I think
But
they're saying no, please continue.
but if you sharpen the iron, you have to put to less effort. So that sharpening of the iron, and the Bible now ends up saying wisdom is profitable to direct. So that wisdom makes things easy. So when you find yourself struggling in many things,
Yeah.
struggling to do this, struggling to do that, struggling to do this, ask
To
for
God
wisdom.
clarity.
Go to God for clarity. I've heard a story of a young girl who studied course. A man of God was saying he studied the course for 6 years. Struggle after 6 years, for 10 years, nothing. On the process of seeking the face of God, they not just told him go and get a certificate course on French.
Oh, wow.
The person studied engineering. He went and got a certificate course on French, about 6 months or 1 year thereabout. 1 year he was on the side doing an internship, and a French car came, talking in French, interpreting. So he said, I know French. He said, you know French? Okay, please hop in, help us run around for you. Before you know, the girl was into something else.
Wow.
They took him outside country, just one single instruction. It is just one single instruction you're going to hear. There was one time in my life, I was walking past a shop. The Holy Ghost just told me, go back, give that woman your phone number. I went back, I gave that woman my phone. I said, Mama, this is my phone number in case somebody needs me for a job. I wrote it on the wall. He said, okay, Joe, no problem, I'm going to call you. It was not up to 1 week. After 3 days, the woman called me. He said, hey, there's somebody there who wants to do something.
Oh, wow.
That was the job that gave me my first $1 million contract.
Oh, wow.
And the man called me. I said, okay, I'm doing it. I said, sir, where's your place? He said, Anantara Calabar South. When I hear Anantara Calabar South, I don't do jobs south. My jobs are municipality, expert, and all that. When I heard Anantara Calabar South, I was a bit discouraged, but I said, no, let me let me go and check. So when I got to an hotel, we wanted to do a renovation in an hotel. We did a contract over 1.5 million. The man paid and all that. That was a job that gave me one single instruction. One single instruction. So your work with God is very paramount. You've heard people say, I was studying for a course, and then they go say, read this.
Yeah.
I've heard it. My parents have shared it many times with me. They say, oh, boy, you get exams tomorrow. You know they read. Say, yeah, I get hated. I will read tomorrow morning. And trust me, you finish reading, come out with flying colors. You know, if God has not helped you, you've not seen the wisdom of God, you think it's a joke. You think people are just making up words.
And there's a saying that it is abnormal for you to live in an abnormal world, living normal.
Living normal is
You
abnormal.
cannot be living in a world of abnormality.
Yes.
And you're trying to live normal.
Yes.
It takes the backing of something, and either it is God or it is of the devil.
Yes.
There's something
There has
that
to
needs
be a
to back
spirit
you,
that backs you
because
up.
the world is spiritual.
Yes, there has to
The
be a
world is
spirit that
spiritual.
backs you up. Don't be excited. I've had jobs that we wrote quotation, everything, million naira, and then the client did not get back. What is the issue?
And the devil does not give you anything for free.
No.
The devil does not give you anything for free. If he's giving you 1, he's taking 10.
He's taking
He's
10.
giving you 10, he's taking 100, right?
Yes.
So the only person who can actually help we in this time is God.
Is God. And then I'm going to also say, go for whatever you want to go with all of your heart. I'm telling you, people who want to stop you. Someone has introduced me. People have asked, what does Interior Joe? What does this guy do now? He said, there's some person that know me as a painter.
Okay.
There's some person that know me as a furniture person. There's a person that knows me as an interior person. There's a person that know me as that guy in sell curtains. So someone was introducing me to someone and said, that guy in a painter. Joe, they do painting work. Painter, and then they do painting work. So when the person saw me in the wedding, so was excited to see me. How are you, sir? It's been a while. I've been asking about you. I said, I'm fine, I'm good. So what are you doing now? So when I gave him the list of the things I'm going to do, my complimentary card, he said, they told me you do painting job. I said, yes, it's part of my job. I do it too. So I'm going to advise whatever you're going to do, give it all your best. There are people that are going to criticize you for it. There are people that are going to talk down on you for it. There are people that are going to say justice. But trust me, when the result starts coming,
Start coming.
oh my God, the same people that say crucify him,
We want to associate
they will
with
be
you.
the one to come and associate with you. So you can say whatever you're doing and you're sure of this thing, give it your very best. It doesn't matter who is discouraging you, give Dave yes. And my dad always says something about me. My dad said, you know how to give Dave yes. Me, my dad can be complaining about something and I'm there in his place and he's shouting, ranting. You can come in and you're like, are you not the one your father is talking to? I say, oh, I'm not aware. I'm that nonchalant. Like, your words cannot get to me because I know what words do. And because I'm in your ecosystem, it can begin to affect my spirit.
Yeah.
So I find a way to shield my heart. So that's why when I was in secondary school, I had 3 friends, who had girlfriends. And then they engaged in all sorts of sexual immorality. But they were my friends. But I was not corrupted. I never had one. That's because I've learned, that one is another lesson entirely.
So now
I've
you have
learned,
one.
no, I don't have one.
Okay, please, it's single.
I'm actually single, very, very single. Very, very single. I'm actually single. So I learned also to shield my heart. So you have to learn to shield your heart. Go for what you want. You've seen a vision in this thing. You've seen a purpose in this thing. Even up to now, my mom just tell people that my son does interior. I don't know what the interior does, but he does something about house. So I told my mom one day, I told her, I don't want you to tell people about me that your son is a medical doctor or your son is an engineer or they are broke medical doctors, they are broke engineers. I want when you're introducing me to your people, say that my son, that's my millionaire son. He's a millionaire and he's a billionaire. That's what I want.
I hope you're getting married soon.
Yeah,
I see
something
your
like
post.
that.
A lot at the POP's comment section, right? So it's been an amazing time. Thank you so much for
All right.
joining us.
All right.
Hope
All
you had
right.
a wonderful time. I mean,
Thank you so much. My pleasure coming here.
we are going to have you again, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Okay, thank you so much for watching till this time, and we have something for you. Please, can you help me?
Are you serious? I mean,
Yes, it's not something big. It's
okay.
just something just to appreciate. No,
Okay.
just one of it. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow,
Thank
this
you
is-
so much.
this
So
is-
this is a Jota from the Grocery Podcast, and our tagline is "Becoming Me Boldly, Unapologetically."
Wow.
So this is we saying that we want you to keep thriving and keep pushing. You're an inspiration, and I'm sure that in 2-3 more years to come,
Yeah.
you'll be doing so much in the industry,
course.
and I'll be so happy to say I know him. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate this. This is
So thank you.
This is lovely. I
So
appreciate
please
this.
follow us on our social media handles on YouTube, on Spotify is the Growth Story Podcast, and also on Instagram is the Growth Story Podcast. My name is Oluwatosin Folagbade. See you until next time. Bye.